All right. Hello, Anatomy and Physiology 12 online synchronous students. I am now recording a brand new course intro video for the 2024-2025 school year, and hopefully this will have absolutely every piece of information that you need in order to help you get started for the course. So we have our first Zoom meeting coming up on Tuesday, September 24th, which I'll get into. But right now, when you log in to Brightspace and you come and see my course, there's a couple things that I want you to do right off the bat. Number one is to set up the pacing and progress tool. It is now customizable, so you can make the start date for the course today, and then you can put the finish date as like around June 6th, and that will set up the entire course with when to submit everything in order to stay on pace. It's going to be a very, very, very helpful tool. Also, my contact information is right here on the side, and you can book a Zoom meeting with me if you ever need help. You can shoot me an email if you ever need help. But yeah, we are going to jump into the course introduction. Now, when you get here, there's going to be three things that I'll walk you guys through and then into the first chapter. The first thing is the starting here document. I have updated it, I believe, as of today, so that it should be new and you can jump in and you can read through that. I won't go through everything. The big thing is that I changed the synchronous meetings. So I think this was set up for the previous teacher, and it was 10 to 11 a.m. That will not work. The Zoom rooms for this are going to be Tuesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. Now, please email me if that doesn't work for you. I'm really sorry. You can take the regular online course, but for this year, it's going to be here at this Zoom link. And I think if I go to I teach the Life Sciences 11 class just before. So I teach Life Sciences from 1 to 2, and then I'll be teaching Anatomy Physiology 12 from 2 to 3. So that is something just for you guys to note. And then I've got in smaller letters, please come to class with your cameras on. So I do really like to get to know you, and that's the best way for me to do that. I will always have my camera on, and even though I know it's a little bit scary, I hope that I'm a nice, calming person that, well, maybe not calming, but at least an authentic and, great teacher that you'll feel comfortable having your camera on for classes. So that's something to note about the synchronous meetings. Now, I am making this course intro video right now. So this is the one from last year, and it's got the wrong time and wrong information. So when you click on it now, it'll be updated and it'll be great. And then there's like information about how to complete a chapter and the video resources and that kind of stuff. You don't have to worry about that. Everything will be talked about in the very first meeting. Same thing with student info. I tried to get a couple fun facts about everyone, so I'll be getting you guys to fill out a little get to know you on the very first day, and you'll be emailing that to me. I have these hidden. They are the old synchronous meetings from last year. We're not going to go over these. I'm going to make a new one for the 2024-2025 school year, and that will come out the first day of classes. Now, in the start here, I talk about how to get activated in the course and how you actually have to watch a couple videos and complete the new H2O assignment. So I'm going to walk you through that because that's what I want you guys to do between now and our first meeting. So if you go in here, there's notes, which I can talk about notes and all that kind of stuff later. But there are two lessons, a lesson on water. You'll notice that this is by Mr. Anderson, but there's also a video that talks about water by the Amoeba Sisters, and there's 3 different people that make videos for the course that we'll be watching. Mr. Anderson is one, which is this guy. The Amoeba Sisters is the other, and they do all sorts of really great animations. I'll have play on it. You can kind of see how it starts. This is the properties of water.
So we have a riddle for you.
And I'm going to note that I always have the captions on when watching a video, and you should too, because it's really nice to see what they say while they're teaching different content.
Okay, not really a riddle. We're bad at riddles, but more like clues about our favorite molecule. Ooh. It's polar.
Polar.
It's shaped like an outstretched V. Its properties are awesome, and it makes up 3/4 of the surface of the Earth. That one always gives it away. Our favorite molecule is water. And
okay, so pause it there. But they have great videos. I like them the best. But some people like the Mr. Anderson videos better. And then later on in the course, when we get to near to the end, there's another guy named AK Lectures, and I love him too. He's got a good board and good stuff. There's also another lesson on more properties about water from Mr. Anderson, but they kind of all tie into water. And I have an assignment for activation. It is the H2O assignment. So it shouldn't be very long. It's 10 marks. Just a couple questions that you have to go through. A diagram of water, 3 characteristics of water, water in our body, water on the earth, and a fun memory with water. And I write down a couple of my own here as well. So I've traveled all over the world, and one of the cool things is that I actually baptized students that I taught. They were grade 12 students while on a school trip to Mexico at the Petrified Waterfall. So you can click on this link. It's a pretty cool spot. This is what they look like. And if you scroll down, there's like these really beautiful pools. So we did baptisms in the pools. I also have gone scuba diving down 100 feet to visit a shipwreck off the coast of Mexico. No, there wasn't treasure. It was a fishing ship, so it's not as exciting as it sounds, but it was really cool. I also walked through the city of Venice on a day of high tide where the entire city was flooded. So Venice is this really cool city, and this is what it looked like. I was walking through like massive amounts, very similar to what this looks like. So all the sidewalks are filled up, and then the tide goes out and it takes all the water with it. So pretty interesting. And lastly, I visited Churchill, Manitoba. If you've never been there, it's super interesting. And Churchill, if you go here, it's the very tip top of Manitoba, and it's on the Hudson's Bay, which is very interesting. And I got to see beluga whales swimming in the Hudson's Bay, which is pretty cool. And I was also brave enough to taste the water. It's one of the lowest saline waters in the world. And the reason why is because if you take a look, there are a ton of major rivers that dump into the Hudson's Bay there. So the salinity is actually super, super low. It's not super salty. It was very, very cool. So that's a quick story about the H2O activation assignment. I want to hear a memory of you or that you have about water. Maybe it's playing in the ocean, or something to do with rain or waterfalls or something. Anyway, that is all that you will need to do in order to get activated and get started before our first meeting. If you want, you can, jump into all the lessons in chapter 1. It's all about biological molecules. You'll be learning about proteins and fats and nucleic acids and ATP and water, obviously, as the first activation assignment entails. And as you go throughout the course, you'll also be taking notes. I'll be detailing how to take really good notes in our first meeting. But in the course introduction, I do have completing a chapter document. And so if you want to go through, you can read what I've written about completing notes. And so notes have a couple of different elements. I want you to be taking notes based off of the videos. I want you to be listing and defining all the vocab at the beginning. And I want you to include visual content. But I'll help you with this all during our first meeting. I think I'll probably leave it here for now. I really just want you to watch this video and get activated by completing the first couple lessons, and that's all. I look very forward to getting to meet you guys all and, helping you get set up with the course. This is one of my favorite courses because I am a huge biology nerd. I had a really, really amazing biology teacher in high school, and he really inspired me to want to study biology. I went to UBCO here in Kelowna, and I did 4 years of biology, technically 4.5 years. It was amazing. And yeah, now I teach it and it's like a dream come true. So best of luck in starting the course, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Like I said, at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, September 24th. That's the very first one. Thank you, and Mr. Kuchma out.